High bass versus low bass. Which one is your favorite? I'll let you know which one is my favorite later in the video. First, we gotta talk about the difference between high bass and low bass. I consider high bass to be really anything above 40 Hz and low bass being really anything under 40 Hz. So the setup that I run, I have dual subwoofers. I have one ported 18-inch Skar SDR subwoofer, and this enclosure is tuned to 22 Hz. And then I have a sealed 15-inch Skar SDR subwoofer, and I have them both wired down to 1 ohm on a 900 watt RMS amp, so they're not getting the full power, but they still can get pretty loud. So for my setup, the low bass extension is really good, as I can still get good bass all the way down to like 14 Hz, but it can still shake things in my room, and I can still feel it all the way down to like 9 Hz. So I have a lot of low bass extension. And now for the higher bass, I get good extension all the way up to about 55 to 60 Hz. It's not super high, so I don't have a super high bass extension, at least for my subwoofers, but I still do got some high bass extension. In my experience, high bass will give you that bass that you just really feel in your chest, and you can just feel your whole body vibrating. Now for low bass, that will give you that tactile feel where it just feels like the chair is physically moving, because it kind of is, and low bass is what's really going to shake your walls. In my room, at around 45 to 50 Hz, it can make a whole water bottle move across my desk. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, especially inside of a room like this. Now for the low bass is what really shakes my floor, and it's even knocked pictures off the wall too. And it can even make my clothes and other things around my room physically move back and forth. Now a lot of you car audio guys have already been experienced this, but inside of a room, it's a lot harder to get the same bass output compared to a car, because for a car, you have a lot smaller of a space to fill, so it takes less to get as loud. But I guess a big advantage of being inside of a home is that I have more space to work with. But it's still kind of crazy that I'm able to have things physically move around my room and even around my house. Just look at my window at 16 Hz. Higher bass around the higher 30s to 40s can be heard, but also will shake my porch that is outside of my house. And the room where my sound system is upstairs, but it's also on the complete opposite side of the house from my porch. And my system can shake the porch. So I think that's pretty impressive too. Now the low bass will really shake anything that's attached to the wall, as well as shaking the ground too. And low bass can even be heard shaking the siding on my house. And the bass can even be heard outside too. If you're wondering what my favorite is, low bass or high bass, sometimes my answer changes, but right now I'm just really loving the lows. I just love the shaking feeling I get from it, but I also love the way it pressurizes my room, and I just love how it sounds. What is your guys' favorite, low bass or high bass? Let me know down below in the comments. I'm also working on starting a Patreon, so let me know if you guys want to see extra content on there too, as well as early content. I appreciate all y'all for watching. Hopefully you guys learned something new today, and I'll see you on the next video.